Now. Good evening, I'm Cooper Henkel. Tonight we start in Wood County for an ongoing death investigation. Wood County Sheriff's Department responded to a call in the early hours of Saturday morning. In the town of Port Edwards, first responders found a man dead in his bedroom with head trauma. The state crime lab will assist the Sheriff's Department in the ongoing death investigation. The man's identity and other information is being withheld at this time. 24/7 Wall Street put together data on the drunkest counties in America, publishing this graphic. If you can't tell, there are exactly 9 counties not in Wisconsin. The central corridor of the state seems to largely be the exception. Oneida and the surrounding counties all missed the list. The study rates self-reported binge drinking rates. The CDC defines binge drinking as having 4 or more servings of alcohol in a 2-hour period. Many of the country's biggest food makers are telling grocers that they will have limited quantities of a number of their products. Some grocers say labor, commodity, and transportation constraints are blocking supply chains. On top of that, supply is already tight. Manufacturers are often eliminating some of their fringe items. Packaging issues also continues to be a big problem. For example, seasonings are in tight supply due to challenges procuring glass bottles. Some companies like Costco and Sam's Club have also reinstated purchase limits for customers on some products. So the weather has been strangely warm. Andy, what do we got going for us coming up in this week?
Yeah, we have one more day of kind of strangely warm until still above average, but closer to seasonable temperatures are on the way. But before we get there, I do want to point out that we are in a dense fog advisory for far northwest Wisconsin right now. And just behind that is going to be a severe thunderstorm watch. And you will notice that is going to be mostly into central Minnesota right now. And that will expire at 2 a.m. And the dense fog advisory expires at 10 a.m. Now, looking outside, we are seeing most activity right now. That's going to be for us still off to the west. So right now, that's going to be where we're seeing that severe thunderstorm watch over central Minnesota. These showers and thunderstorms are going to continue to be tracking off to the east, spilling into our area. A few showers now in western Wisconsin. And as this thing continues to mosey over to the east, it will be delivering some rain showers for us tonight and possibly some rumbles of thunder. So for tonight, low temperatures down to 58. That's warm for this time of year. And we'll be expecting some thunderstorms late tonight along with rain showers. A couple of those heavy rain showers in thunderstorms and those winds getting breezy out of the southeast, upwards of 20 miles an hour. Cooper?
Thanks, Andrew. Federal prosecutors announced they will not be seeking charges against a white police officer who shot Jacob Blake in Kenosha last year. The Department of Justice announced Friday that it won't pursue charges against Ruskin Shesky, saying there's not enough evidence to prove the officer used excessive force or violated Blake's federal rights. Shesky shot Blake, who is black, during a domestic disturbance in Kenosha in August 2020. The shooting left Blake paralyzed from the waist down and sparked several nights of protests. State prosecutors decided not to file charges against the officer in January after video showed that Blake had been armed with a knife. Crews continue cleaning up washed up oil and tar balls along Newport Beach, California. Investigators now believe that the damage the pipeline took actually occurred months ago, suggesting a slow breakdown instead of a sudden rupture. They believe at least 24,000 gallons of crude oil was released into the ocean, but that could be as much as 131,000 gallons. The environmental impact will worsen as the spill is cleaned up. Kids and their families gathered at Wildwood Wildlife Park in Minocqua for a day of candy, dress up, and fun. This was the 14th annual Zoo Boo Halloween event, but the first since the start of the pandemic. That made it all
come
the
in
more
their costumes, go trick-or-treating throughout the park. We have different games that they can go play, trick-or-treating at all the different booths from all the different local businesses in the area.
21 businesses participated this year. They handed out candy, Halloween bags, coupons, and other treats.
It's awesome to get back out and doing the different events in the community again, and then it's our only fundraiser that we have at the park.
All of the money raised at this event goes to the zoo's Animal Feed Fund. That's where money to feed the animals during the time the zoo is closed comes from. Runners of all ages gathered in Eagle River to start this year's Three Eagle Half Marathon. Organizers say that this year was their biggest yet, with over 500 registered runners. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski has more.
The Three Eagle Half Marathon takes place every year. This is the 8th annual, where participants are shuttled from 3 lakes all the way to Eagle River to take part in the race.
This is our biggest year ever, so it's very exciting. This is the first year we broke 500 registered, and we have just broke 550 registered. So it's a really exciting big year.
Jamie Weiss says this year's race builds on last year's big success.
All around us, everything was canceling last year, and we were the one thing that actually happened last year. And then to be able to come in and everybody had a really good experience, and I think that's why we experienced a lot of growth this year, is because people realized they could depend on us to put on a good race at a good price.
The Three Eagle Half Marathon and 5K runs through the wildly popular Three Eagle Trail here in the Northwoods.
I feel like the Three Eagle Trail is kind of like this hidden gem of the Northwoods, and so we also have it at like peak fall colors. And so when you run through, it's just really, really gorgeous, and the trail is really well maintained.
Weiss has been around since the race began, each year more rewarding as more racers fall for the run.
I almost started crying because it was like I put so much work into making this happen, and then to see people out there running on the trail on a race that I put on is just a very moving experience.
She says the unique atmosphere of the Northwoods makes the race all the more special.
So to be able to like showcase it in a way where like you bring all these hundreds of runners onto this trail that they've probably, maybe never been on. We get people from Illinois and other states that come up and get to experience it.
In the Northwoods, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
Giving back and showing your appreciation doesn't always require a big parade or lots of cash. Sometimes it's a chance at your own everyday adventure. We've got that story, weather with Andrew, and more coming up right after the break.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available Pro Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the Northwoods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live. The Northwoods can be a hotbed of severe weather. To stay up to the minute on when and where storms will hit, tune in to the weather team you can count on, Weather Watch 12. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller and meteorologists Devin Biggs and Andrew Keycaper break down severe weather live on WJFW, Facebook Live, and the WJFW Weather app, so you and your family can be prepared and safe from severe weather. Weather Watch 12, from where you live.
Back. Happy Saturday night, and thank you for spending that Saturday night with me for your full Saturday night forecast. Now, looking at our Saturday, we didn't end up with a lot of rainfall for today, and we kind of expected this. Today was going to be that dry day of the forecast period. A couple of showers, sure, in far northwest Wisconsin, actually getting a bit of rain, up to an inch of rain in far northwest west Wisconsin. Otherwise, just that green outline area being about a half an inch of rain. There is going to be rain on the way for tonight after having a mostly dry day. In fact, we saw some sun today, some clear blue skies for a while today, and even some clear skies as we headed into early parts of tonight, but changes are on the way. So right now in Rhinelander, having more clouds developing through the area, so we have been having those increasing clouds since sunset. Temperatures right now at 61, and we're not getting too much cooler than that. We're only going to be into those upper 50s for tonight, so just know it's going to be pretty toasty overnight for as far as overnight low temperatures. Typically, we get down to the 30s, the upper 30s for this time of year. Now, there is a breeze from the southeast near 8 miles an hour right now, okay? But just know that it is going to be breezy tonight with any of those thunderstorms that are passing through the area, so we could be seeing these winds get upwards of 20 miles an hour tonight and into our Sunday. Now, looking at radar and satellite, we are seeing those clouds on the increase moving in from the west, along with some showers. Those right now have been hanging out mostly into western Wisconsin, and this is part of just a much bigger system that is tracking through Minnesota right now, and this will be spilling in then with more showers and some thunderstorms through overnight. So let's check this out. So here we are at midnight, just after midnight at 12:30, seeing that line of showers crossing through central Wisconsin, and you will notice too with these winds, these are wind gusts that we're looking at coming out of the southeast, and you'll see these are going to be upwards of 20 miles an hour. So I think the biggest threat for tonight for any thunderstorms will be that wind and a few brief heavy downpours of rain. So let's time this out. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of the night, seeing those showers crossing through the area, and you will see these are kind of breaking up as they're heading through the area. So I think Minnesota is taking the brute force of these storms through tonight, and then starting to kind of fizzle out as we head into our area. I don't think we're expecting severe weather tonight. So looking at early Sunday morning, starting to already dry on out. So it will be a mostly gray day and mostly on the dry side. A touch of that mugginess, not too bad though. And then going throughout the rest of the day, still keeping up that wind, but more so out of the southwest, getting some wind gusts near 30 miles an hour. So even tomorrow getting breezier at times, and a few scattered thunderstorms and showers working into the evening hours. And then we're going to see more of that shift off towards southeastern Wisconsin and the Fox Valley area by the time that we hit Sunday night. Now, looking at that future rainfall that we can be expecting by the time that we hit the morning, we'll see most of that through the north woods and bits of northwest Wisconsin, otherwise outlying areas in those green shades. That's not going to be much rain at all, less than half an inch of rainfall. So like I said, in thunderstorms, more of that heavier rainfall, heavy downpours. Otherwise, we're not expecting those widespread heavy showers, more of those light showers. And then we'll have more rain on the way as soon as Monday, but we're seeing that land more so into the Fox Valley area than our neck of the woods. So for tonight, some thunderstorms, rain, and breezy. That southeast breeze will be felt near 5 to 15 miles an hour. Low temperatures already near that, down near 58. And now looking at our Sunday, up to 72, a little bit of a muggy 72 with thunderstorms and rain mostly in the morning, but then that breezy wind is going to be sustained all day long. And now for a look at your 7-day forecast, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. So show us with those thunderstorm chances tomorrow, and then rain chances into the first half of the week, but then drying out by the back half of the week with temperatures in the low 60s. Cooper?
Thank you, Andrew. Giving veterans a chance to come together and reignite the camaraderie they shared during their service is how one organization gives back. Newswatch 12's Lily Zoller caught up with one veteran celebrating a new experience along people who shared hers.
I am a two-time combat deployed veteran, and I get overlooked anytime we're out.
Jessica Martell is just one of approximately 19 million veterans in the United States today. Many of these veterans have served without much fanfare in doing so. But one nonprofit organization is working to make sure Jessica and other veterans get their time in the limelight.
It's about giving back to our veterans and saying thank you for the service and the sacrifice that they've made.
The Take a Vet fishing organization does just what you would think they do. They take veterans out on 4-hour fishing excursions.
Every veteran counts, no matter where they were deployed, how long they were in. They're all our heroes, and we love them all.
Chaz Martin is among the volunteers that make this event happen. He and others donate their time, boats, and gas to take the veterans out on the water.
This is just the smallest thing I can do. So if I can get somebody out fishing, get them to experience something new that maybe they haven't done before, then I feel really I feel like I've been able to contribute and give back.
And for Martell, it was just that, a brand new experience.
I caught my first muskie today, and my dad was along for the ride, so it was just a great feeling to be able to get out amongst other veterans and to do something that I have never had the opportunity to in the past.
In Eagle River, Lily Zoller, Newswatch 12.
Nate Myhawk and Griffin Stroin were down in Milwaukee for Game 2 of the NLDS. Guys, how was it?
Hey Cooper, an electric crowd in Milwaukee as the Brewers were hoping to take a 2-game lead over Atlanta, but Max Fried had some other plans today.
Yeah, he pitched a gem of a game tonight. 6 innings, no earned runs for Milwaukee. We'll have post-game reaction and highlights coming up next, so don't you move an inch.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for Spinal Aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 News team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live. The North Woods can be a hotbed of severe weather. To stay up to the minute on when and where storms will hit, tune in to the weather team you can count on, Weather Watch 12. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller and meteorologists Devin Biggs and Andrew Keycaper break down severe weather live on WJFW, Facebook Live, and the WJFW Weather app, so you and your family can be prepared and safe from severe weather. Weather Watch 12, from where you live.
Game 2 of the NLDS was in Milwaukee today. Newswatch 12's Nate Myhawk and Griffin Stroin were in American Family Field and have more.
Game 1 of the series dominated by the starting pitchers, but the Brewers did get a couple of runs late in that game, and that was more than enough.
And we expected the same kind of game tonight in Game 2. Domination by the pitchers, and that's exactly what we got.
Yeah. Milwaukee's Brandon Woodruff versus Atlanta's Max Fried, who came in as one of the hottest pitchers in all of baseball.
Much like Game 1, it was just a matter of time and who would get a run first.
And that would come in the third inning. After a leadoff double, the reigning NL MVP would make the crew pay as Freddie Freeman singles the right. Avi Garcia's throw just a hair late, and the Braves open up the scoring.
The very next hitter, Ozzie Albies, missed a home run by half an inch. Freeman would score on the play, and that puts Milwaukee in a 2-0 hole.
And just when it started to look like Brandon Woodruff had settled back down, Austin Riley's big fly to right center field would put Atlanta up by 3. A nice pitch low and away, but the Atlanta slugger just able to muscle that ball out of the yard.
After, having 10 days off and being able to get through 6 on a relatively low pitch count, that's a good sign. So I felt good. We'll head to Atlanta and hopefully put it on them and finish it out and get ready for the next series.
Runs were hard to come by for the crew because of Atlanta starting pitcher Max Fried. He had 9 strikeouts on the day.
It's just a ton of strikes. There's no free pitches for the hitters. He doesn't leave stuff in the middle. So he's just, a really good pitcher executing a lot of pitches. Spells a tough night for the offense.
And Fried did spell a tough night. He gave up only 3 hits to Milwaukee.
And after Fried left the game, the Brewers would get another chance to claw their way back in the 8th inning. Avi Garcia, he gets caught chasing, and the Atlanta bullpen worms their way out of this jam. And so the Brewers fall in Game 2 of the NLDS, 3-0, the final score here. Brandon Woodruff with a pretty solid game, but unfortunately, like most of the season, he gets no run support.
It really has been par for the course for Woodruff. This season, when he has been pitching, the Brewers offense only gave him 2.9 runs of run support per start. That's the lowest mark in the majors.
And so this series is tied at 1 apiece, heading to Atlanta. The crew hoping to get back on track, especially on offense, coming up. In Milwaukee, I'm Griffin Stroin, and that is Nate Myhawk.
The Wisconsin football team had a rough start to their season. Heading into today's game against Illinois, the Badgers were 1-3 and searching for their first Big Ten win. That's exactly what Wisconsin got today, though. The Badgers go on the road and beat on Illinois 24-0. This Wisconsin run was game-winning for the Badgers. Wisconsin's hoping that this win will help build their confidence as the season grows.
It was a good team victory. So a lot of guys put it out there, and we're a big part of the reason why we're able to win today. You know, for those runs to happen and to kind of be able to do it consistently, a lot of guys were involved, and I thought the receivers did a good job of being a part of it, and certainly your tight ends, fullback, right, it takes everyone, but it was good to be able to do.
The Badgers' record improves to 2-3 on the season. Wisconsin will be back home next weekend as they host the Army Black Knights. That's all we have in sports. We'll be right back.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available Pro-Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
Demand for RVs is at historic levels. Did you know the average wait time for a new RV is over 6 months? Don't wait. We have nearly 30,000 factory fresh RVs in stock and ready for you today. Fresh from the factory to our stores to your driveway or campsite. See America for less. With thousands of RVs available for less than $5 a day. Plus, come in today and put $0 down and make no payment for 90 days. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World or Gander RV today.
You guys want to go on together, try to double your winnings?
Let's go big or go home, Jay!
You bet your life.
Now, Jesse, you didn't really do much here. You just jumped around.
There's a show where you can play.
And if I get this wrong, I will never live it down.
From home.
Beastie Boys!
All you have to do is watch the show and scan the QR code to play along.
Watch and win every day.
That's what I'm talking about. Good luck.
You Bet Your Life with Jay Leno, weekdays at 1:30 on NBC 12.
We're willing to bet our lives.
You're willing to bet your lives. Oh, very good. Play You Bet Your Life. From home.
Watch the show and scan the QR code to play along.
Good luck.
Weekdays at 1:30 on NBC 12.
The controversial Texas state law banning all abortions after 6 weeks is now back in effect. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals put a temporary stay on a district judge's decision against the abortion law, known as SB 8. This effectively reinstates the law, while a 3-judge panel will decide whether or not to give it a full stay. A full stay would allow the law to stay in effect indefinitely until it is appealed. The Biden Justice Department sued Texas over the abortion law last month. The Justice Department has until October 12th to respond to Texas's motion. Now, here in Wisconsin, prior to a hearing of the Assembly Committee on Health, legislators and women health advocates met to challenge what they say is part of a nationwide push to chip away at women's rights. Republicans in the Wisconsin State Assembly put forward 7 bills that would directly change abortion access and information about contraceptives in the state. Democrats say this is part of a long push in the state and nationwide.
These bills mirror efforts that we have seen in other states and are part of an ongoing national and local push to chip away at access to abortion and other reproductive health care.
Doctors highlighted the need for accurate information and raised concerns over the potential harm the bills could cause if passed. They say that includes unnecessary treatments with no medical or scientific basis.
The false, dangerous information that these bills are full of is harm. Decreasing access to quality, evidence-based medical care is harm. And interfering in the trusted relationship that we have built with our patients together is harm.
Now, the bills are likely to pass the GOP-controlled Assembly and Senate, but they are unlikely to receive the governor's signature.
Dear America, I'm revving up to say, we'll always go the extra mile for you. With the latest tech and unbeatable resale value. Thanks for making us KBB.com's best resale value of all brands. Get yours, Toyota.
Right now, your Toyota dealer will pay more than ever for your used vehicle. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Everybody loves popcorn and puffs, so Newswatch 12 and Minocqua Popcorn and Puffs want to help you celebrate by sending tasty birthday treats.
If you want your chance to win a gourmet bucket of popcorn for your loved one, make sure you submit your entry for our birthday club at WJFW.com.
One lucky viewer will win a free half-gallon bucket of Minocqua popcorn.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast journalists bring you the facts, covering the stories breaking in our community and across the globe. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Newswatch 12 today features Mugshot Monday. Do you wake up instantly at sunrise, ready to embrace the day? That's great, but for the rest of us, thank goodness for tasty Java. And it doesn't get tastier than beans roasted to perfection at Eagle River Roasters.
The best part is you can win a 12-ounce bag of coffee plus an Eagle River Roasters mug. Join us on Monday mornings to see if you're the lucky winner.
Head to WJFW.com to enter our Mugshot Monday contest. The North Woods can be a hotbed of severe weather. To stay up to the minute on when and where storms will hit, tune in to the weather team you can count on, Weather Watch 12. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller and meteorologists Devin Biggs and Andrew Keycaper break down severe weather live on WJFW, Facebook Live, and the WJFW Weather app, so you and your family can be prepared and safe from severe weather. Weather Watch 12, from where you live.
The first flakes of the season are falling. Fortunately, not here in the Northwoods. This is over in Northern California. A weather system's moving across the state, bringing in a blanket of fresh snow. So, Andrew, what kind of weather are we expecting here in the Northwoods? I know it's going to be wet, but fortunately, it doesn't sound like snow.
Does not sound like snow, but it will sound like thunder. We have some of that on the way for tonight, Cooper. So looking outside for our forecast, overnight low is pretty warm, 58 for a low, already near 60. And there will be some thunderstorm chances overnight, late overnight. I don't think anything severe, but definitely expect a couple downpours if you are in any of those thunderstorms, maybe a little bit of small hail. And then looking at Sunday, a couple of those thunderstorms trickling into the morning and then some rain with that as well early. I don't think we'll be talking about any sort of all-day rain, mostly kind of a gray day with temperatures near 72. But pay attention to that wind. It's going to be pretty breezy with a wind with wind speeds near 10 to 20 miles an hour. Now here's a final look at your forecast. Cooper, coming on up, no snow, but there will be rain chances that will take us all the way to Wednesday and then drying up the rest of the week.
All right, so there's still a shot of no snow on Halloween.
Yes.
That's it for your news around the Northwoods. Saturday Night Live is up next, hosted by Kim K. You won't want to miss it.